What if the villain was right? What if everything Madara said about humanity was true? Because after decades of war, betrayal, and endless suffering, Madara Uchiha reached a terrifying conclusion. Human beings will never create peace. And the scariest part? The more you examine his story, the harder it becomes to completely disagree with him. Most people remember Madara Uchiha as one of anime's greatest villains. The man who started a war, the man who tried to trap the entire world inside an illusion, the man who wanted to replace reality itself. But what if we look deeper? What if Madara wasn't trying to destroy the world? What if he was trying to save it? To answer that question, we need to understand why Madara lost faith in humanity. Madara wasn't born evil. He was born into violence. Before villages existed, before peace treaties existed, children were dying on battlefields, and Madara was one of them. Every day he watched friends die, brothers die, dreams die. Psychologically, the constant exposure to violence changes how a person views reality. When trauma becomes normal, hope begins to feel unrealistic. And for Madara, war was all he had ever known. Imagine growing up in a world where every friendship could end tomorrow, every family member could disappear, every moment of happiness was temporary. Eventually, you stop believing peace is possible. Then Madara met Hashirama Senju. For the first time, he met someone who shared his dream, someone who wanted to end the cycle of hatred, someone who believed a better world could exist. And for a moment, Madara believed it too. Together they created the Hidden Leaf, a village built on hope, a village meant to end war forever. This should have been the happy ending, but it wasn't, because Madara soon realized something terrifying. The village changed. Human nature didn't. This is where most people misunderstand Madara. He didn't lose faith in the village. He lost faith in people. Psychologically, Madara suffered from repeated confirmation of his darkest beliefs. Every time he hoped for peace, conflict returned. Every time he trusted others, he felt betrayed. Every time progress was made, human greed found a way to destroy it. And eventually he reached a conclusion. Conflict wasn't the problem. Human nature was. Because as long as humans felt fear, they would fight. As long as they felt jealousy, they would compete. As long as they felt loss, they would seek revenge. In Madara's mind, war wasn't a mistake. It was inevitable. Most villains want power. Madara wanted escape. This is the most important part of his psychology. People think infinite Tsukuyomi was about domination. It wasn't. It was about eliminating suffering. Think about it. A world without war, without grief, without loneliness, without rejection, without failure. To many people, that sounds beautiful, and that's exactly why Madara's ideology is so dangerous, because it offers something every human secretly wants: relief. Psychologically, people become vulnerable when reality hurts too much. The greater the pain, the more attractive fantasy becomes. Madara stopped believing reality could be fixed, so he decided reality should be replaced. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Madara was right about many things. Humans are capable of cruelty. History is filled with war, betrayal, greed, violence. Even in the Naruto world, the cycle of hatred repeats constantly. Madara correctly identified the problem. But identifying a problem and solving it are two different things, because his solution required one thing: taking away freedom, and that's where he became the villain. Madara believed suffering makes life meaningless. But what if suffering is part of what gives life meaning? Think about Naruto. Naruto experienced loneliness, pain, loss, rejection. Yet those experiences made him stronger, made him compassionate, made him human. Madara wanted a world without pain, but he also created a world without growth, without choice, without genuine happiness. Because happiness only has value when sadness exists. Courage only matters when fear exists. Hope only matters when failure is possible. And infinite Tsukuyomi removed all of it. The saddest thing about Madara is that he never stopped being that little boy. The boy who lost his brothers, the boy who wanted peace, the boy who was tired of watching people suffer. Everything he did, every war he started, every life he destroyed was ultimately driven by the same desire: to create a world where nobody would experience the pain he experienced. That's what makes him tragic, not because he was evil, but because he allowed his despair to become his philosophy. So, was Madara right all along? Partly. He was right that humanity is flawed, right that hatred creates suffering, right that peace is fragile. But he was wrong about one thing. He believed suffering proved humanity was broken. Naruto believed suffering proved humanity could grow. Madara chose illusion. Naruto chose reality. And that's why Naruto won. Not because he was stronger, but because he never gave up on people, even when Madara did. And maybe that's the real lesson of Madara Uchiha. The moment you stop believing people can change, you start becoming a prisoner of your own despair. Subscribe to TheMindWiz to understand your mind.